I've never considered myself a star, but I think it's incredibly humbling to meet people that follow your life and watch the things you make. I think that's probably like the most humbling thing I experience is just talking to someone where it can make their day that I spent like 2 minutes taking a picture with them or whatever, and they consider you like a star, right? I think, so I love it. I don't think it's weird at all. I think I've settled into it quite nicely, but yeah, I still don't, I mean, when people start recognizing me on the street every day, that's when I'll consider myself a star.
What was it like the first time you signed an autograph? Was that a very strange feeling?
Oh yeah, first time was very odd. I wasn't.
Who was it? Was it a man, or a kid? Or
it was actually it was this Swedish kid who wrote to me on Facebook, and I was in Denmark, and he said, "I'm in Denmark for the time, man. Can I come meet you? You want to come meet me? All right, if you wanna." And he came out, and he was like, I think it was like 13 or 14, and I took him out for a kebab. I didn't know what to do.
Wow.
Yeah, signed his autograph, took his picture. I actually still talk to him to this day. We've gotten to be pretty good friends actually. But it was still humbling, but it was very weird for me that someone wanted my autograph. You know.
How do you think games are going to develop in the next few years? What do you think is going to happen to them?
Well, I think we're going to see the same trend in growth we've seen over the last couple of years, where whatever gets popular is going to explode. Kind of dumb down. Like for example, obviously VR is going to get a lot bigger than it already is. VR is going to get very integrated into video games because I think a lot of video games that come out, even if they aren't focused on it, are still going to, be involved with it somehow. But again, I think you're going to see a lot of the same stuff. I mean, you got the indie game scene, you got the AAA title, best ultra graphics scene. The thing is, like, my predictions aren't worth shit. I wouldn't know. I'm just also kind of bullshitting, but...
On that note...
I think games are going to get cooler and stuff, as usual.
Switch. What do you think of the Switch? You play a lot of League of Legends, but would you branch out to another console maybe, to try and cover more of an area and maybe boost?
I enjoy any console that has, like, a wide variety of games.
So not the Switch.
Well, not a wide variety of games I can't play on my computer specifically. Yeah. Whereas like the Switch and the Wii U are like the only consoles that I really have because I feel like they have so many titles that I don't have on my PC, right? As for content, I mean, I'm absolutely fine making content with whatever, but I do think right now I think my best form of content is just stuff that I make on my computer. Yeah. I feel like that's how I can record the best stuff, and it works really well within my format. But I mean, I'm always open to making new stuff. Only problem is like the biggest opportunities I've gotten to make stuff is just weird Chinese mobile games that want me to pay me money to promote them. Yeah.
Roger's
and listen, anyone who says there's no good mobile game, that's just a fact, okay? Anyone who says otherwise has been paid money.
Except maybe Yu-Gi-Oh.
Except me, if I say it's true, it's a really good mobile game. Have you guys heard of Chinese Ding Dong?
That's wrong. Can I get your opinion on Nintendo's YouTube policy for uploading videos and copyright, that kind of thing?
Yeah.
I know it's controversial, but I'm asking on purpose.
So I got flagged. We got sent a Nintendo Switch and
lovely.
a few other games
Yeah.
recently, and recorded some 1-2 Switch together.
It was really good fun.
And I got flagged, unfortunately, straight away.
Was that
removed a lot of my video and got flagged again. It is quite frustrating, but we did get in touch with Nintendo UK, and my video's been unflagged now. But it's definitely quite frustrating because it means your video gets delayed a lot, which means it's not as relevant anymore. Yeah. I'm kind of hopeful that it may be something they work on in future.
Yeah, because I saw someone on Twitter posted up the Ready Fire, for the Western gun game. They got done for that there, which is absolutely ridiculous, I think.
I think it's quite a backwards policy. I'm fortunate that I'm whitelisted by Nintendo because I've worked with them for a while, so I don't get affected by it, but I'm all about Nintendo. I love Nintendo. So I just want people to upload content and make as many videos as possible on this kind of stuff, and I think people steer away from it, especially if you're in a position where you're trying to build your channel and make money from it in a smaller sort of capacity. And Nintendo are holding back and are going to hold you back because they're taking some of the revenue. Yeah. You're getting all these claims put on your channel, and it's not a positive way of promoting their games and their systems. And it's a backwards system, really, and hopefully it changes.
No, it does have a negative impact on their brand.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, it's free advertising, so I don't understand at all.
It doesn't make sense.
I know.
It doesn't make sense. I think every other company realizes that YouTube's playing their game for free, and then monetizing it is fine. It's just a free way of getting their games out there.
Yeah.
Nintendo don't quite realise that, I don't think.
Yeah, even though I am Nintendo specific, as you can see, but I do a lot of more indie games, more so than Nintendo content itself, because I feel they don't get the love that they deserve at all. The exposure isn't there, really, you know, on Nintendo platforms like Wii U, compared to, I guess, you know, like Wii U is a failed system as such, you know, in sales-wise. But, you know, it has great content, but it didn't do so well.
And you could make such great videos out of Nintendo games, because they're fun to watch. You want to watch people play them, but no one's going to play them if they can't make videos on them. So it's a real shame.
Recreational as well.
Yeah.
So you're just playing it for fun. You're not able to get your content out there, promote their game for them.
They are so fun.
Would you ever consider abusing the loophole? Jim Sterling found a way around that, where if you put in more copyrighted content, different companies will flag it, and then nobody gets it, and you can still go on your video.
I'm ahead of the game on that. I've been doing that unintentionally for years.
For example, if you put in a Konami video, a Nintendo video, and then something from the music industry, all three companies will attempt to flag it and monetize it, and then nobody gets it.
That could be a good
That's
idea.
interesting.
Risky maneuvers.
They're not going to make money on it. Why do they get to make money?
Yeah, exactly.
Claire, you have probably the most Irish name.
Yes.
Clare Siobhan. Do you have Irish
Yeah,
heritage?
all my family's Irish. So my dad's side's from Cork and my mum's side's from Mayo. So we come to Ireland a lot, but this is the first time I've actually been to Dublin. So we just kind of got the ferry over and then driven through all the way up to Mayo. So it's nice to actually like see Dublin a little bit more.
And you just played Mass Effect Andromeda, what do you think?
Yeah, I literally just started playing that. I know it's kind of hard, some bad press about the animations, but the story and the mechanics are so Mass Effect. And I love Mass Effect, so I'm having a lot of fun playing.
Can I get your opinion, please, on the characters, the writers? Is Scott and Sarah, is it?
Yeah.
What are they like as in their character, the progression so far in the game that you played?
So I'm playing as Sarah, but you still get Scott in the game because he is your twin, which is quite cool. And you can change both of their appearances. I kept Scott's ears, but I've changed Sarah, and I think she's good. Like I really, really rated the female voice actress in the original Mass Effect games. I thought she was so much better than the guy, and she came across really natural. And I think she's quite good in this game as well. I just feel like I've not played enough of it yet to form an opinion. I know there's a lot of people kind of hating on the game when they've only kind of played, I think the max you can play is about 7 hours at the moment, and then you can't go any further into the game than that. I think you need to play Mass Effect for like 10, 20, 30 hours before you get a real opinion of it. So I'm kind of holding off on an opinion yet, but I've liked what I've played so far. So.
Ali, you have a graphic novel coming out.
Yes, this is very, very exciting. I always say this, and I'm quite honest with the fact that I was like never going to do a book or anything like that. And you see a lot of YouTubers doing like autobiographies and such. I'm like, I'm not going to do one of them. It just doesn't make sense. But the kind of comics and the kind of books I did read as a kid is basically what I'm making now. And I would read a lot of like Alex Rider stories, which is like this young teenage kid doing really cool adventures, and I loved that. And I was like, how can I encompass that kind of like cool young guy in like a comic book kind of form, and then make myself the cool guy in the book. So we went to Penguin, which is like one of the biggest book publishers in the world, and they loved the idea and they picked it up, and we've been working on it for about maybe 4 or 5 months now, with it coming out later this year, I think October. So it's really exciting. I've worked closely with the artist because I'm all about it looking as cool as possible. And it's a very exciting project. We had a competition where someone could actually be included in the book as well. So we've chosen a competition for that, so they're going to get a little cameo, get their own character drawn as well. And obviously I know the whole book, and it is very cool. There's like flying jet skis and stuff, and Claire's got a little piece in there, Evie's in there as well. So yeah, it's really exciting. I can't wait for that launching later this year. It's really cool.
Do you hope to make, is it going to be in a series, or is this going to be a one-off? Or?
Hopefully, I don't want to give too much away, but obviously it depends how successful this first launch
Confirmed.
goes. Who knows? I'd love to continue the adventures. It's sort of called Allier's Adventures, with the idea there's going to be more adventures coming along the way. So hopefully, yeah, definitely.
Do you guys find yourself getting more unusual offers than that, like the traditional one would be like an autobiography, but the graphics novel is pretty unusual. Do you guys find it pretty similar to get strange offers like that?
Yeah, absolutely. I talked about the weird Chinese phone apps earlier. There's also a variety of websites. Recently, my favorite one I've gotten was one of those like, "Hello, Mr. UberDanger. We congratulations, we saw your channel with exactly my amount of subscribers. We love your makeup vlogs and videos, and we want to get you in touch with one of our partners. And I put it on Twitter. It's like 1,000 retweets, and I take the sponsorship. Immediately 1,000 retweets. Shit. And I'm my manager. I'm like, how much does like a makeup video pay? He's like, well, they're not gonna give you more than like nothing. Shit. I fucked myself. So makeup's definitely one of the weirder ones I've gotten.
We get a lot of Pokecoin ones. People wanting us to promote their coin selling websites, but for Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Like, I feel like you should play the game properly and not just like scam your way to get loads of coins. So we don't do anything with them. But there's a lot of Pokemon products out there. People trying to give you Pokemon stuff.
I play with like mobile games on like League of Legends. I get a lot of offers from those like betting websites. I mean, you can't bet directly on League in most countries, but there are those like fantasy esport team making websites, which are also just gambling.
Yeah.
They wanna pay you money to get children on that website.
Wow.
Can I ask you guys about Pokemon Go, and I guess mainly Claire, because I know you've made a load of videos about it. I know a couple of months ago you made a video sort of detailing your issues with it and why you sort of stopped playing it. I'm curious about, like, have you, now that Gen 2 is out, what are your thoughts on it? And I don't know if you guys play it, I mean, I know Ali plays it as well, but I don't know if you guys play it as well, just to get your thoughts on where it's at now and what's coming, I guess, or what is supposedly coming.
I kind of moaned about a few of the issues. Like, I love the game, I love Pokemon, and we had so much fun playing Pokemon Go. But there was always a few issues with it, and one of them was a lack of content. And they kind of left us without any new content for a really long time. So they've solved that problem mostly. Gen 2 was never going to be as big as Gen 1, so that's great, there's new content. But there's still a lot in the game that I would hope that they're looking into, like trading, battling with your friends, breeding, that kind of thing. Stuff that's in the Pokemon games that they kind of have hinted at and promised, but like almost a year down the line haven't delivered on yet. I'm really hopeful that that stuff is still going to come, just as someone who loves playing the game and loves playing it on my channel. But Gen 2 is a nice kind of middle ground. At least there's something new to be doing on that.
I think they've said there's going to be 4 big additional releases almost for Pokemon Go this year. The first one being Gen 2, and I think the next one's going to be a big overhauling of the battling system for gyms as well, which I don't think would be the first thing I'd go to make a big change for the game. But I think they've been quite slow on the uptake of doing a lot of things that people wanted, with like trading, for example, is just one of them, as Claire said, and I don't know, I still love the game and I adore Pokemon. For me, Gen 2 was the first gen I played, so I was really excited for it. And I think you're never going to go back to the huge hype that it was at launch with Gen 1. People have done it, been there, and they've sort of left it alone now. But for people like us that adore Pokemon, we're always going to be there and hope that it continues to be successful and they add as much as possible. I think the big thing will be 3 more updates this year, big ones. And there's coding in the game for shiny Pokemon as well, which is quite exciting because we adore trying to find them and it's really rare. So hopefully that'll come out, and it would be a reason to pick up the game and just go out and catch Pokemon just for that slight chance of getting a shiny Pokemon as well. So hopefully it continues to have success, and we love going out and about filming those videos as well. Yeah, within you.